Welcome back to Booster Therapy, your cure for that pack cracking addiction. We have a box of Modern Horizons as I take a micro break from cracking into mystery boosters, which I honestly have a lot more of. And to cure your cabin fever blues, if you're looking at ways to support Booster Therapy, it's super easy. Become a subscriber, hit that thumbs up if you do like what you see. That does help us to get our name out there. Also, we have a Patreon. Check it out. There's a link in the description. Lots of different ways to support on that. And the last one is to use our TCG Player affiliate link. When you click that to make your purchases, it really does help us out. Without further ado, let's see what we will grab in our Modern Horizons box. Mirrored and Besieged is our first rare. And of course we get a snow covered in every pack, which is always good and useful and probably long-term going to find its way home to some top prices or just a higher price than what it is now. Ooh, Talisman. Watcher of Tomorrow, another good uncommon, and the Bizarre Trade Mage. Followed by a foil, Wall of 1,000 Cuts. And an island. Well, ooh, Seb McKinnon artwork. I just lost my thought now. I got so distracted by the beautiful art. What am I looking for? Oh yes, I remember now. Looking for a Good Fortune Unicorn as a part of a commander deck that I'm building for one of our patrons. Deep Forest Hermit, so we'll see if we can find any of those good fortunes. And then of course, you know, Urza, Renin 6, all the good stuff. There's a lot of really good things in this one. Even though the prices are really low. There we go, Good Fortune Unicorn. Need that. Good card, we'll put it off to the side. And Kaya's Guile for our next rare. Very solid rare. And a foil on thin ice. Looks like it's going to be our foil rare for the box. Right now I'm working through the left side because we always know the right side has the better rares. I think it always is held that way. And every box has a Force of Negation. Right. Never Spirit. Sneaking under the floorboards. I do love the artwork. Terrible card. And a foil Talisman of Resilience. How is everybody doing? How are you doing? What are you doing with all of the isolation? I know Pat and myself and a couple of friends were actually hooked up and streaming to play each other virtually instead of meeting face to face. Aria Flame, I'm curious, what are you all doing? How are you staying, you know, sane, I suppose? Staying safe and indoors? What are some of the things you do? Is it nonstop Call of Duty, Overwatch, watching lots of movies? Are you playing Magic? Do you have somebody who lives with you, a loved one that you can play Magic with? Or are you doing like we're doing, streaming it? Curious to see what you're all doing. Soul Herder and the Archmage's Charm. There are a lot of people wondering how much longer this is going to last too. Who knows? But as long as you're finding healthy outlets and keeping your distance, I think it'll end sooner than later. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. And the Forest. No Mythic yet. Where is our Mythics? I saw this, the Sliver is starting to creep back up in price too. Again, long term, I just think it's going to be a expensive card. The Scrapyard Recombinator. And a Mountain. Urza, I think, is always going to be expensive. Too bad Renin 6 had to get banned from Legacy. I don't play Legacy, so I don't know how paralyzing it was. I'm assuming it was pretty bad. Ooh, Sarah the Benevolent. We have our first Mythic, and it's a Planeswalker. Hopefully we see both the Planeswalkers in this box. But I don't know. I like non-ban cards. I think you got to give at least 6-7 months before you ban something, because that gives the meta time to adjust and build out answers. When you rush that, I just don't think it happens. Unbound Flourishing, another mythic. I just don't think you give it a chance. I mean, it kind of goes back to when Hogak was banned and Bridge from Below and a lot of those things. Like, there were really good answers in the modern format for that meta, and nobody was playing it aggressively. And part of me just gets frustrated with that, 'cause it's like, well, we had something. Silent Quarian, first of the land cycle. And one of the playmats you can get if you're a Kickstarter for Seb McKinnon. He's got another one going right now. I would check it out if you're interested. And a foil Rhyme Tender. Beautiful artwork. Yeah. I mean, even in this set, the what's the Black Force? I can't remember what it's called. But even that could end Hogak. It can be cast for free. It's an answer, and it would have probably added some value or some power to Jund. Force of Rage, speaking of forces. And we just banned it. Like, we're just sick of it because I want to say like 5 or 6 tournaments in a row, it was about 66% of the winning decks, which I get. 2/3 of the winning decks is tough, but I also don't think we were doing what we could have done to try to beat it better. I don't know. I could be wrong. What do I know? Pashalik Mons in an island. Either way, this set is still super fun to open. Generous gift. Ooh, the Prismatic Vista. One of the most expensive cards in the set. And we hit it. We'll put it along with our land cycle there. Force of Despair. That's the Black Force. That card, I feel like, could have answered the Hogak thing. And people were rarely playing it. It seemed very weird to me. And I think it was because people were just reliant on a ban. Collector Oof. Oops, wrong pile. Oof. Good card. Couple more packs on the left side. It's been okay-ish. Nothing too ugly, nothing too great, though, I guess. We had one really good hit. Mythics are kind of blah, blah. Hogak. There's the guy. There's the big beast boy. Sorry you did not get your day in the sun longer. I remember seeing it and just not being able to put the pieces together to how good it would be until I got to see somebody else do it. I was like, wow, that is the right way to do it. That's the way to play. Gets out there real fast. Ooh!
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Red and 6 for the last pack on the left side. There we go. Well, we got both Planeswalkers in the set. Very, very good. All right, on to the right side of the box. Let's see what we can snag. I don't know how much better it gets. I guess we need a Force of Negation if we want to just get all of the hits. Regrowth and a Genesis. Fun card to play in Commander. I often end up cutting it, which makes me feel guilty because I do think it is very strong. It's just, I always want to try something else and it just gets in the way of that, or it doesn't support what I'm trying to do well enough. Another Spring Bloom Druid. The Llanowar Tribe, Fact or Fiction, both very good cards. And the Plague Engineer, a beast. Oh boy. What else can we get? Oh, sounds like we have a crying kid. I'll be right back. And we're back with a giant frog. Mommy to the rescue. Don't worry, he's okay. All right, a few more packs left. See what else we can get in this gigantic box of fun. So far, the left side has been pretty phenomenal. Nurturing Peatland. I guess that's the next thing I get to just hit the land cycle, right? Get as much. Ooh, Foil Watcher for Tomorrow. Very, very useful card. Very pretty artwork, too. Foiled out. I like how they did that. We get a Fiery Islet, Sun-Baked Canyon. Lots of good cards left to hit. Another Regrowth and a Force of Virtue. Hopefully we can get the Force of Negation. Still got about, well, maybe we got about 12 packs or so left. So plenty of shots at the negation. Llanowar Tribe again. I do love that card. Talisman of Conviction and the Fiery Islet with the hands up. At least that's what I see. I see like mountains that look like hands parting the way into some lava. And an island. This pack's gonna have Urza in it. I just can feel it. This is an Urza full pack. Following the islet is an Urza. Talisman of Conviction again. Ooh, and the Winds of Abandon. I'll take this. This is another one that long term I think is gonna go way up in price just because it is so strong. It's not as good as Cyclonic Rift, but it has such a similar feel to what it does. So it's just a little bit more situational, and Cyclonic Rift is kind of, every blue deck has it. Astral Drift, I feel like Winds of Abandon has a lot of potential like that, just finding the right situations. Forgotten Cave, another Talisman, and the Matron, and Ayula's Influence. Queen Among Bears. We haven't seen the good old Queen herself. Hopefully we miss her. I feel like I get one in every box, so sometimes even two. Scale Up, and the Spiteful Sliver. Ooh, let's fix that. There we go. Bumped the camera, knocked it down. Will I edit that out? Probably not. Who needs to edit that out? Another Spring Bloom. Trinket Mage. Watcher and a Future Sight. Does anybody play Future Sight? Let's see if I can get this a little bit back on center here too. I think I lost my centering. There we go. Hopefully it holds. All right. Come on, good cards. I would expect that we'll see at least another Mythic, if not two. There's lots of good Mythics left. Swords are in here too. Collected Conjuring for the next rare. Waterlog Grove, the John Avon land. I feel like they took a good artist for each one of these lands. It's kind of fun. Similar to how they're going to be doing with that Fetch Secret Lair that everybody's super excited about. Well, we got 4 out of the 5 lands and we got a Fetch. I mean, we've about struck gold with that. We got the best Mythic. I think he's still the best Mythic. It's either him or Urza. Unsettled Mariner. I was really thinking like the 5-color humans or Bant humans would come back with that card in it, but I don't think it has. Wall of Blossom. Ooh, and the first sliver. Another Mythic. There's our 4th one again. The first sliver kind of climbing up in price too. And a foil Weather the Storm. And a forest. Let's see, what do we got left? 4 packs left. What can we close this out? We need a Force of Negation. That'll put this as one of the better boxes I've ever opened. Factor Fiction, Talisman of Creativity, and Eladamri's Call. Nice, solid creature tutor. I do love that it's an instant too. Lava Belly and the Fallen Shinobi. Look at that face. Great.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Foil. Sword of Sinew and Steel. Man, a foil mythic. Weird to hit her foil rare, too. Dang. That is very good. That's a nice little case hit. I'll take it. Well, 5 mythics, 5 lands. You can't ask for much better than this box. The Cordial Vamper. Last pack, guys. Let's see what we can crack open. Come on, let's get the Forcification. It's a rare. Not too much to ask. Let's slow roll it. It's a rare. It's a creature, and it's the Cabal Therapist. Still an incredibly good box. Wow. I'll take it. 5 mythics, 5 lands, and some solid rares and uncommons. Boy, do I love Modern Horizons. Until next time, this has been Booster Therapy. You have a wonderful rest of your week.